And we're watching KillerKiwi in brown on the north against Viroo on the south in yellow on Lost Temple. Gully between the bases, lots of mechs, and we have other routes round to it as well. We have a couple of temples, one submerged and lost, and one cut off from the mainland and lost. Which one is the real Lost Temple? You decide. But there's a lot of treeco to be had on this map. A lot of tree economy. And an interesting spawn. Quite limited space. And 3 mechs. Very close to mechs on the higher platform there. But it almost requires you to move off your start. Oh, amazing. Hello, Planetary Annihilation Guide in chat. Thank you for stopping by. It's also quite a powerful naval component to this map, as it stands. Got 6 mechs there in the water. Viroo going bots air. Meanwhile, KillerKiwi, I saw, had a pelican out. Where is he sending that? It's a spark. A sparky pelican with a firefly too. That'll be getting some expanding fabbers. Perhaps a little early to be sending that out and about, but it's been picked up by an enemy firefly. Will that spark get onto the platform here? Doesn't look like it. There is a Galata there to defend. And it's picked off. Whoa! Almost. Almost gets there. Doesn't quite. KillerKiwi though, back to the drawing board. Typical plans re-emerge. 2 bot factories there and a single air one. And Viroo wasting no time in an aggressive push up the gully. Looks like we might have had a Faber kill there. I'm not sure. Potentially. 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 Ooh, close. Close, close, close. Survives there. A vehicle factory attempting to go up here. Will it survive? That's the question. No. But there's another one coming to support it that the bomber didn't kill off. And the bomber's gone. Death by air. Viroo, though, going for a 3rd air factory, and then a bot factory, and another bot factory. So we're going to have 2 air from Viroo there. And, ooh, Kiwi's just changed it up to a 2nd air factory there. He realises, yeah, I need more air in this game. Look at that. Viroo definitely has the advantage in the air game there. Bombers scouting around the rest of the map, seeing what they can see. Kiwi staying pretty localised, only just beginning to expand to the other directions. They're coming out there trying to push down the gully. Just about managing it with a turret there. And the little reprieve that he's managed to forge for himself. Will be able to pick up some more mechs as a result. Wants to maybe get some walls or a factory there to support it. Eco kind of comparable at this point. Neither player yet going for the navy. Naval option. But factories for Viroo though on the other side of the planet here. There's all of this mechs that can be expanded to. No one has yet really made a concerted effort for it. Pushing in Kiwi, trying to buy himself some more time while at the same time doing a bit of scouting, killing off some mechs. Doesn't quite manage to kill the Fabs. I think just about sees them and is going to try and chase. They're too far gone. For now, from Viroo. And we've got idle Fabs as a result. And we got the factory up down the gully too. And T2 bots coming straight away from Kiwi. Not wasting any time in exploiting the eco advantage he has and also the time and space advantage that he has. Trying to lock down all of his expansions there too, going down the western arm. Going down these two shorter routes, rather than bothering to expand around the rest of the planet. All's going up down the gully. Looks like Viroo is winning. It's a legit strat. Make yourself look like you're losing so the enemy doesn't try as hard. I gotta try that sometime. That being said, I kind of do it by default because I'm not very good. Airfab's coming out from Viroo now as well. Not yet going for the T2 bots and instead going for T2 air. A lot of tree claim to be done first before that air factory will get done. Maybe we'll have an Uber cannon shot on it. But the T2 bots is almost finished for Kiwi. Needs some more power to really be able to support it though. What's this commander doing? Sat out here doing nothing. Gotta do something with your commander, mate. Kiwi's scouting again. Seeing that there's not a whole lot going on, doesn't see any T2, sees the bot force with the sparks, and retreats with the air. Kiwi also trying to get into the water there as well, two air fans within spitting distance of each other. Vehicle force starting to move out against some sparks and docks. Key to making the strat work is to start winning while the enemy is not trying. Let me know how that goes for you, Phil. It's amazing. Oh, Viroo with some sneaky bots that have managed to get around the back. Why are those sparks flirping around with their ammo? Interesting. And they're not going straight into the base. Instead, they're just scouting the expansions, making sure that they've cleared everything up. And we've got a dock stuck in the river there too. Beautiful. T2 air coming up from Viroo. Could this be the turnaround that he needs? Could it be what he requires? A naval factory from Kiwi not managing to get completed, and Viroo really making headway back into the air game here. Kiwi sitting on 4 air factories. Viroo, however, 4, but a T2 almost complete. It looks like Viroo has had much more in the way of interceptor investment. The army, though, from KillerKiwi with some sniper bots there in the gully. At the front of it as well. Lots of vehicle and air factories queued up and ready, but Kiwi needs to get some mechs expansion. And notice, on the other side of the planet, Viroo is expanding everywhere, and Kiwi's expansion has been, well, destroyed, for want of a better word. That's an accurate description. All of a sudden, Kiwi is very far behind on T2 Eco, and Eco in general. We've got only the single T2 mechs just starting to go up. And he's got perhaps too many factories doing things. He is making a push though, but he doesn't have any spinners to support against the Kestrels that are going to tear this army apart before it really does some proper damage to this base. The Slammer's just about making it in, but the Kestrels will focus them down, and that's the army gone. All of a sudden, Viroo has the army, Kiwi has naught, and the Kestrels have the potency. And there isn't any Galata on this front to support. Excuse me, I have a really tickly throat today. It's almost like that strat of... yeah, what you said, Phil. It's been employed here. Who knows? But all of this expansion has not been raided. I don't know quite what all these docks are doing. Looks like they're on a great migration or something. Just sat there, blockading. There we go. Spaghetti mode activated. Through the trees, towards a slammer. That's optimum docks tactics right there. Spaghetti mode, in trees, into a slammer. Couldn't go wrong. Air coming out for Viroo now as well. The Kestrel's really starting to be aggressive against the base. The Galata goes down against the 4 Kestrels there. Naught can really stop that. Kiwi down to half the eco of Viroo. This has been a bit of a turnaround for the books. More air for Viroo on the south of the screen there. And Kiwi has not managed to have another successful attack against Viroo here, who's also going up to T2 bots now, because all of a sudden he has the eco for it, and Kiwi is struggling. He only has a few spinners. And there's lots of Kestrels here that are tanky. Tanky, tanky, tanky against spinners. You don't kill off those gunships very quickly, I tell you. And as they get up to the critical mass, they'll start to think, ooh, that's a tasty commander. But will the commander ever get killed by the Kestrels, or will it GG itself? That's the question, because if Kiwi doesn't do something to come back into this game, that's where he'll find himself very shortly. T2 factory almost up. Kiwi trying to expand again. Gobbled. And will continue to be gobbled when Kiwi moves his air in like that. Not the best control of air, I tell you. Trying to recover the army count, but the thing is here, we see that Kiwi has the ground forces, but Viroo has the air forces, and there isn't much that's going to stop these Kestrels because he was not investing in anti-air. Really needs spinners. It looks like this vehicle factory is producing solid spinners. Solid spinners. To try and support this army that's going to go in. We've got some Blue Hawks there that are going to be able to fire over the mountains. Will they be able to find the commander and really do enough damage to the base to really limit Viroo's potency here? The problem is Kiwi's main base is gone, leaving his eco in even greater tatters. Even the commander's moving down now as well, perhaps going on an all-in. Perhaps you're going to use the commander's AA to support against the Kestrels. But there's so many spinners there, but the Kestrels will gobble them up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. There we go, straight away. And there's still plenty of them. There's not many slammers left, and Kiwi has not been out of the red for a long time. And as a result, he's not building very fast. So he can't really replenish his numbers. Viroo not too long ago was on 50 unit count. Now above 100. Again, most of that is air. Not too much emphasis on the ground. But we're starting to get that T2 going. Commander pushing in now too. And the GGs. Down goes the remaining T2 army. And Viroo managed to pull that back. Kiwi neglected the rest of the planet. Shame. Didn't quite manage to get into the water either. I think TunnelVisioned down this gully. Well played from Viroo.